Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is time to get things moving. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to go ahead and rock through some stuff. I have Jubilee and Juggernaut up here, so I'm going to try to see if I can get both of these guys going. What's going on, Joey? Good morning. Welcome to the Marcus G Show. So on this show, as of now, I am doing a 1,000 card sketch card. I would say kind of like a challenge to myself. Um, and right now I'm on Jubilee in my set. Yesterday I knocked out Jessica Jones, Ironheart, and Iron Man. So it's just getting through here and knocking some of this stuff down today. We're going to see how far we can go in 45 minutes. And then over the weekend, I'm going to do some more work. But I got to get back to my regular daytime because I have some clients of mine that definitely need my assistance. And I don't want to do them dirty. That would not be cool. Monique, what's going on? Yeah, today's going to be a good day. It's a Friday, so it's always a good day on a Friday. What's up, Gabe? I went ahead and sent you that link that you asked for. Also, I don't know if you saw last night because I didn't go back into my Instagram last night, but I did answer your question about the coloring book. That coloring book was just all of the work that I did for Inktober, and that was all based around um, X-Men characters. And yes, that link is for the YouTube channel, so that way you can go in there. If you go under lives, that's where you'll find the video. It should be within the last couple of lives that I did that. Oh shoot, I didn't do the X-Men logo on her earring. It should be called. Let's see. If you look under Marcus G, it should be under there. But I'm pretty sure that link that I gave you that's in the chat that will take you right to it. Are you doing any streams this weekend at all on your YouTube, or are you uploading any videos this weekend? Oh shit! Let's plug this in. Almost forgot. Not want my stream to die. There we go. Oh, that'll be perfect. Just let me know the time because I would love to jump in there and watch. In the morning or in the evening? Okay, so it is in the morning. Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, I'll usually be like playing games and stuff by that time, but that's fine. I can jump on there and watch while I'm doing that. It's usually when my wife and I watch The Masked Singer and stuff like that. But I'm down. Yeah, I'm definitely down to check it out. I mean, I'm always I gotta learn. I saw one guy that you because you brought up Transformers in that message. This guy I met at a convention last year or 2 years ago. He does Transformers in watercolor. I was like, this stuff is awesome. The only bad part is his watercolors are so good that unfortunately when he tries to scan them, it dilutes the quality of them. I just don't know if it's just the person that is his printer, but it takes away from his work. His work is phenomenal. I just think that the scans are just not the best. And it's frustrating because I want to buy one of his books, but I look at his book and I'm like, I want to have a book that looks like the work that you did. Yeah, I will find him. I know I have him in my set of links because I follow him because I don't find a lot of people that can draw Transformers very well, but this dude is incredible. I'll see if I can look him up here in just a few. Yeah, today's gonna have to. I'm not trying to rush through stuff. I just want to. I already have a plan in place, so it's gonna make it really easy for me to cook and get this done. All right, so her belly is gonna come down like that, and then this will be the other lapel for her jacket. We're going old school '90s lapels. Oh, that's cool. So you try doing the thing that I do. Oops, that did not come out the way I wanted it to. Her finger's a little funky, but I'm going to make it work. I know how I'm going to fix that. So we're going to do an old school play. Oh, that was smart. That was a good play. You know what? That's actually kind of genius. I could have saved myself a whole lot of time. I did all my stuff manually. Look at you coming up with the big ideas. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I think the other part that I run into is that because my cards, I cut those by hand. I think just my template is a little bit. It gives me a little bit more room to tinker with, so it's not as exact. It's pretty close. So if there's a little wiggle, I mean, if there's any, weirdness to my card, it provides me a little bit of wiggle room. All right. I hate doing cover ups like this, but yeah, we gotta make it work. Not my go-to, but it works. Yeah, I mean, I look, if we can come up with like jigs and all that kind of stuff to kind of make things a little bit easier for ourselves, it just makes sense. And again, it's all about, passing on the knowledge. I mean, we're not doing ourselves any favor by holding on to stuff. It's not like, somebody's going to take it from you. So, if I can help out somebody else, good. I already know it, so it's not like, it's not like you're stealing anything from me, or I'm stealing anything from you. It's just a process. I think so too. I definitely do. It gives it life, and it makes sense. It gives it that comic-y feel without having to go too far with it. It's a good presentation piece. I mean, you and I are pretty close in age, so you remember back when they came out with like the original Marvel cards, and they came out with the X-Men cards. They all had borders on theirs, and the borders kind of gave the stuff character. Now they didn't break the borders, but that was part of their shtick. But as they went further along, it just got worse and worse. I just don't think the quality was there. What's going on, Rob Con? I mean, let's be. And I'm not. I will not knock other artists. That let me not do that. However, I will say, like stylistically wise, okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, now let's not take away from the art. The art's great, but yeah, you have these borders here, but they're kind of boring. You go to this, the Jim Lee ones, those are way better. Those are way better. They have a lot more pop to them. The colors are really festive. I mean, they're very much of the '90s, but it just fits better. I mean, like this. This is boring. The artwork is dope, but the the setup is just not right. But again, you go back to this, like this pops. You know, the old marble cards, same thing. It's the same exact thing. But somebody had their big thinking cap on. Oh, that's really cool that you're going to submit the tops. That's actually dope. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I mean, I'll get there. I mean, I would love to have my stuff on some tops cards. That would be great. Or any production based card. That would be great. Just to say that I did that. But you just got to have something very different. The big thing is that the it has to be bold. It has to really pop off the page. Okay, let me not screw this up. She's got more of a rounded face. We got her. And then I'm going to put the glasses, the reflection for the glasses, and then we should be good. Go. What's up, Bean? Where's my number 2? I think this is it. Right? No, it's my number 1. This must be my number 2. Yep. So this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm just going to, instead of just doing black and whites, I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the color on this one too. So if I get the Juggernaut, cool in 45 minutes. If not, I'm not stressing about it. And actually, because the light is coming out from her face, I gotta be really careful with my shade, my blacks. Just saw some cool stuff yesterday. So saw the Masters of the Universe trailer. That was dope. Yeah, the one that's in the book, it doesn't have. She doesn't have glass. She doesn't have the glasses on there on her forehead. But I was introduced to this character in, I'm going to say, New Mutants 95. I think that was the one I saw her in. I was like, this girl's cool. The cover with Beast on the front, and then Jubilee was running down the street. Drawn by Rob Liefeld. It was really cool. Again, people don't give that man enough credit. He really did revolutionize how things were done. I'm not talking about Deadpool. In all honesty, I like his Deadpool better than I like the current one. His Deadpool really didn't talk much at all. He was literally a merc. He was just a merc. But he was cool. He looked great. And then Joe Mad got the first go at him, killed it. It was a lot of fun. And then other artists took it on from there and did their thing. And then he became the superstar that he is today. Okay. And then we'll give her her border here in just a sec. Gotta grab one. I mean, I know I need to go on. I need to watch X-Men 97 again. I watched the first episode of it. I'll get back to what I was saying before that, but I saw the first episode. It didn't hook me, but I know that there's other episodes. Now that it's done, it's concluded. At least the first season, I'll just jump in there and watch it. Well, no, I mean Jim Lee. I like Jim Lee more for what he did, his journey. And in fact, I mean that's one of the reasons why I like all the artists that I really cater to, because each one of them has a different, journey, a path that they went down. But Jim Lee's was very unique in the fact that he had to make a choice. He was like, all right, look, I'm either going to be a doctor or I'm going to be an artist. And the cool part is because of the way his family was, as you know, they were very structured, and that led him into being able to focus and knock out the things he needed to do in order to become the successful, you know, person that he is right now. I mean, keep in mind, Jim Lee still owns the record for the highest selling book of all time. Nobody's beat it. Nobody will beat it because books just don't sell like that anymore. I do. I do. Yes, I do. Used to collect a lot of their books. There we go. There we go. Looks good. Borders in place. Okay, so I got 10 minutes to knock this out. Yeah, I got to get it going at 8:15, but that's okay. I'll be back on Monday to rock the house. I appreciate, the comics because the art was different back then. That's the best part. The art was, in my opinion, the art was better because they had limited resources to tinker with. A lot of people will disagree with me on that, but that's my 2 cents on that one. That is very pink. I don't want that. Yeah, I think there's something to be said when you don't have all the newfangled tools. You have to get creative. You don't see a lot of people nowadays in comics, especially. There's not a lot of people that are really good with ink. The real way to tell like an artist is really good at what they do is that if you take away all the pretty, and I mean all the color, how do you do with just showing your art? So what does it look like without all the tricks of somebody coming in there and enhancing your work? What does it look like from the original? What does it look like from the start? That's how you can tell how good somebody really is. People like, Jim Lee and all them, like when you look at their original work, you're just like, wow, that is some cool stuff. Because as it is, it's beautiful. I do. I don't do it as much because again, if I'm doing a basic piece like these, I think are a little more basic. But if I'm doing a bigger piece, I put a lot more into it because I have a lot more real estate to play with. This doesn't allow because these are so small. I think putting like cross hatching and all those little fun tricks, I don't think are needed. I think it would muddy up the entire piece, so that's why I don't use those. But I do. One day I'll have to pull up my other stuff that I do. Yeah, I don't do too many big pieces anymore, only because of time. But I do have a couple that are coming down the pipe that need to get done. I have to use this yellow that I have not wanted to use in a minute, and hope it doesn't bleed. I don't remember what her gloves look like. I can send you a copy. You just message me your address, and I'll send you a copy of it. Okay, so let me go in here and get Jubilee. Yeah, I'll definitely do that for you. I got to send out a couple of them anyway. Um, one of the people on here, Jose, he sent me a copy of his book, and I just got it yesterday. Crazy enough, I asked him. I was like, "Hey, did you ever send out that book?" And he goes, "Like, yeah, I sent that out, a little bit ago. I had it was waiting on some stuff." I'm like, "Okay, no worries." And then all of a sudden, I get home yesterday, and there it is. And because my night was a little busy, I didn't get a chance to see it. I didn't get a chance to read it, but tonight I'm going to check it out because it is on my checkout list. Okay, so let's do this. But yeah, I'll absolutely send you a copy of that. Yeah, I mean that's an old book. So what I do now is way different than what I did back then. My storytelling and my abilities to render out a story is way different. That's one of the problems, when I go back and I wrap up that Kickstarter. That's the problem I'm running into because I look at things way differently. I was so much of an amateur at that point. I understood storytelling, but now pacing is one of those things that um, I have to break down. And when my writer was doing it, I basically told my writers like, I need you to just show me what you want. Like, give me the pages. I don't care if you use like stick figures, do whatever you got to do, but you tell me what you're looking for, and I will make it happen. And as much of a helper as that was, um, the pacing for it was off. And for me, now when I look at the book, I'm like, I would change this, I would change this. But I can change it. I can change a lot of things in the third book because it's not done, and I can make them better. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's once I sit down one day and I basically do these roughies like I did this, it's not going to take me very long. Like I can do the roughies. The longest part is just creating the pages and doing all that fun stuff. Once all that is done, it's game over. I can bang that thing out really fast. I just got to do my process. It's my step and repeat process that I have to do because if I don't do it, I'm never going to get it done. So I'll get the page. I will get it drawn, rough it out, get it into inks, and I'll do full inks. I'm not going to do digital inks. I will do regular inks, and then I will scan it in, refine my inks in digital, so that way I have both the digital and I have the physical, and then start popping letters and text all in it, and then I'm ready to go. Get it, and then once I have all of the inks done, like once I have all the inks done, I have it scanned and everything. Then I'll go to the next page, and then once I have all of those pages done, I'm just going to go page by page. I'll get the colors on each page, and that's the process. Like I didn't have a process back in the day when I was first doing that. I would just go one page at a time, and as an artist, but doing it by yourself because I didn't have anybody else there to help me along with it. Um, as doing that part, that's hard. That's a lot of work. Um, because I would do a page, see success, and I'd be so exhausted by the by the time I finished coloring the page, I didn't even want to go back to the next thing. But I think if I just do it one page at a time and get the inks done for that and then scan it in, that's going to make it a lot easier for me to see the success, see the you know see all the wonders at the end. I mean, the weird part was is that like when I did my 24-hour comic book, that's how I did it. And then I just completely like threw that out the window. I don't know why. It was weird. Cool. I just got that message through there. That works. All right, let's take a look. See there. Is it there? No, it's not there. Right here. All right, I got 5 minutes. I can make this work in 5 minutes. Well, that Juggernaut's fire. Man, you punch those pencils in real good. Yeah, you did a great job on that. That is really good. Small space, and you utilized every bit of it very well. Lighter yellow. I need to have that really pop. I have to use like blues and pinks. That's what I have to do. What's going on, Kelly? Good morning. All right, so we're going to use this blue to halo this stuff. Make it pop out a little bit more. Put the blue inside of her glove because she's got like this stuff that pops out like that. It's like a party of color. That's why it's Jubilee. Got the same thing here. Like you gotta work quick sometimes. But you know, this is kind of like a training exercise. Like I get fast here, and then I can go ahead and put that into my work that I do that's bigger. You know, whether I want to believe it or not, like Jim Lee, when I watch him do his live streams on Twitch and stuff like that, I honest to God believe he does it because he's trying to retrain himself to be able to create fast or go to a convention and knock out artwork for people. Even when I see Todd McFarlane do it, I mean, he's the same way, but Todd McFarlane is insane. Like his work is so quick, it's frustrating. Yeah, I did. My favorite one that he ever did. If you ever uh, heard of Jay and Silent Bob's shop, Kevin Smith's comic book store, um, they had the famous Red Door. It's where he did the Superman piece. That was done like they recorded it live, which was crazy, and he knocked that thing out. I think under 2 hours. Still one of my favorite pieces that he ever did. That one, and when he did a piece on the back of an iPod. Yeah, it was an iPod Nano or something like that. There we go. Yeah, I mean, his technique is so unique. I don't think he used a um a Copic. I think he actually used like a white gel pen or like a whiteout pen to do it. Oh, that was close. That almost was a problem. I have to go get a new yellow Copic because this one's bleeding out. Yeah, he's like watching that dude work is so much fun. You know, Humberto Ramos, another one of my favorite artists. He's the same way. Like he goes like super loose with his artwork. You see where he's going with it, but you know, he'll get the commission, he'll just go. And within I would say 10 minutes, you can really start seeing him fleshing out all of the little, intricate bits to his artwork. All right, that one's Gucci. We're good. I think the only thing I need to do is just probably thicken up those lines in there. And I hit my time, so that's not bad. I'm good with that. Very happy. Don't forget to throw your address in there so I can get those books out to you. Okay. All right. She actually got sold, but I'll make you a new one if you want. If you want it in that style, I've done a couple different magics. The same. They're all 20. But like I said, if you want to do the magic, I can make you one. These are not. Look, I mean, if there's ones that you want and you don't see it, anything could be commissioned. I don't know if you answered my message, but what did you have a favorite Transformer? Oh, really? That's cool. Well, you get Jubilee in the book too, so that's cool. Right. I think I'm good with that. I'm going to overdo it. And which one of them is it? All right, she is golden. Oh, somebody leaked the Brand New Day trailer again. All right, Jubilee, you're going to get your shot. There we go. She's done. What's going on, Kay? Oh, I love seeing pages and pages of cards. It's awesome. This is why I'm doing this. I'll be honest with you. Like I like to flip through and I'm like, wow, I got all these done. This is accomplishments. I mean, look, let me zoom out here. This is cool. Zoom out on this guy here. Keep on hitting the wrong thing. That's not cool. Oh, I did zoom out. I don't know why it's not working. Because I think it's my camera's too close. That's why. Okay, so I mean, like I said, it's seeing pages of just cards. Like knowing that I got 4 pages. This is right here, 18. Let's see. 18. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 72 cards. You know, that's pretty cool. All right, Gabe, you gotta let me know which one is your favorite Transformer, so that way I can, if you decide to do that. I think what I'll do is, like I said, I'm gonna hook you up. I'll get you a Transformer, and I'll do the card too. So you're gonna get a 2 for 1, and I'll do that tomorrow or tonight. I'll do Juggernaut tomorrow tonight. All right, so she's done. Oh, let me do this. I will. You know what? Let me pull the list here. Hang on. I'm going to send them to you right now, so that way you have them. I'm going to put them on my website today. I think that's going to be easier for people to find them all. Pull up my whatnot, and I'm going to send you the whole list right now. Hey, country, how we doing today? Let's go here, and I need to go there. Nope, I don't want to hide. I want to send. I don't know why it won't let me. Why it won't let me do it that way? That's weird. Do I have them in here? I made my list. I just can't remember where I put them. No, I'll just email this to myself, and then I'll send it to you there. Through there. Where's the list? There they are. Transformers. Select. That is very weird. I see anime, movies, wrestlers, cartoons. Why do I not see my Transformers list? Oh, they're there. So my list is up there. Oh my gosh, I didn't even put Rocketeer on my list. That's a good one. Wow, I'm gonna probably have to do that one. I love that movie. Man, I love that movie. Was dope. I love the designs. I love the cover of the movie poster by Drew Struzan. Still one of my favorites. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful. I want to do this Juggernaut, but I really have to go to work. Oh, sucks. But I'll get him done. All right, I'm going to send you the list here in just a second, so that way you can see it. I'm going to send it to myself, and then I'm going to upload it here. Okay, so let me grab that list. Inbox. Okay. Download. Okay, so I'm going to send this over here. Okay, I know why I couldn't send. Because I have to send to you in a message. There's 5 pages. There's 20 per page. So just so you're aware. Transformers. Bam, 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 bam. Add. And the lists are on their way. I don't know why that one didn't go. So there's 4, 3, and 1. So you need 2 and 5. Why am I keep missing my list? Okay, there we go. We need 2 and 5 need to go to your add. Okay, so now you have all of the lists for just Transformers. What's your thought on ink? I love ink. Gotta do that. It's a must. Inking stuff is the best. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it while I have a couple months. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna ink Juggernaut and then I'm gonna get out of here. Thought I wasn't, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, let's get in there and knock that guy out there. Boom and boom. Okay. So I gotta do some adjustments because he looks a little weird. So Kay, you working on anything today? What's going on, Step? Oh, that's cool. Ninja Turtles were always fun. You can never go wrong doing a Ninja Turtle. I just realized like the other day I'm going to do a Ninja Turtle character I haven't done in many years. So Usagi Ojimbo, the Rabbit Samurai. Gonna definitely do one of those. Yep. Yeah, that was the Casey Jones piece that I did. Casey Jones' daughter. It's fun. First time ever drawing that character. But now I got to get the comic because I want to know what the whole story is behind that. Apparently, she's got superpowers and or super strength, and I'm just like, okay, let's go. That's cool. And the weird part is that every one of us is going to draw something very, very different. Images and just trying to find a picture of Juggernaut so I can get to work. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Gabe, did you figure out which Transformer you want to do? Or are you still looking through that massive list? What's going on, May? Welcome to the stream. You have two. You have Shockwave, you have Soundwave, and you have Blaster. Blaster's the Autobot one, and then you got Soundwave, who is the from the uh, from the Decepticons. But if you're looking at the red one, that's definitely Blaster. You're probably thinking Blaster, especially if he was an Autobot. He would rap or he would do rhymes as he talked. Oh, you know who I got to get on here? I don't got to follow somebody here. Step, I'm going to follow you because I got to take a look at your stuff and see what you do. I see you pop up on my channel all the time, so I got to take a look and see what you knock out. Now, Gabe, the question is, do you prefer Bumblebee the new version or do you prefer Bumblebee the classic version? I'm gonna be honest with you. I just went ahead and built that Lego Bumblebee. I like that one better. I like the classic version of Bumblebee. Yep, that would be the one and only Laserbeak. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Blaster is probably one of the best ones. He's a dope character. All right, so like I said, if you do one of those cards, let me know, and I'll go ahead and hook you up with the Transformer one too. Sounds like a plan. I'm down. Yep. It's gonna be the same. It's just gonna be on you'll all the cards come in color just like your last one. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, it's on that side. Perfect. Yeah, that one got sent out. Was it Sunday? No, it had to have been last week. No, it was sent out on Monday or Tuesday. One of the 2 days. I can't remember. I gotta pull the tracking for it. I know it's on its way though. It takes like 5 days to get out west. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see what you can pull off with that one. That belongs to you. You do what you want. I appreciate the ask. All right, so he's looking good. I think he's good. Just got to get the border around him. Maybe. I don't know. No, I'm actually 6 foot. I think I sit at a perfect height. I'm not too tall. I'm not too short. You know, they do say we do get shorter as we get older, right? So I'm pretty sure by the time I get to be like 70, I'm not going to be 6 foot no more. You know what? I know where you're going with that one. Um, my youngest, now, mind you, my youngest was the baby. Like he was our forever baby. He like was super tiny for years, and then all of a sudden he hit 8th grade, and the boy just shot up like a beanstalk. He is, I think he's the tallest of all of our kids. I hope that he's not going to get any taller because he's pretty close to me. He's 5'11". I mean, I tell the kids, I mean, I'll still knock you down, and I will. They need to know their place. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like the whole idea of being tall is important. It makes you feel different. I don't have a problem with it. I actually like the fact, I have a height that works. I don't use it as an intimidation factor. A lot of people do. All right, so let me get the rest of this guy done, and then I really gotta get on the road, so I'm hella late. All right, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more work to this guy, so I'm gonna add some details I don't usually do for most of these characters. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna blue line it first, and that way I can kind of figure out where I'm putting everything, and then I will wrap this up. Ah, boy. Yep. Yeah, so I was saying, like, now that you speak of that, like, old school stuff, I was yesterday during the stream, they dropped the trailer for the new Masters of the Universe. Oh my gosh, beautiful! Like, I thought the Masters of the Universe was going to be junk. I was greatly shocked. Well, I knew it was going to be good because of how they set up the teaser trailer. The teaser trailer was like, it was a throwback to when you and I were kids. When we come home and we see the He-Man stuff pop up. I mean, it was so well done. And to see them kind of go back to those sensibilities, it was genuine. And you know, that director, I can't remember, it's something Knight, I can't remember his name, but anyway, he's so good at touching on those bits that are the most important for nostalgic factor, but also for pushing the story forward. He-Man has never been like, when they portrayed him in movies, he's never been like awesome. This time I feel like the He-Man that they wanted to create back in the day with Dolph Lundgren, now it's getting its just desserts. Like, you got a great story. It's not overdone with CG. Um, the characters are built out. So I'm sure that this is going to be a phenomenal movie. I mean, I never thought I would like Bumblebee, but Bumblebee made me like really, really like the movie. I mean, the fact that I got to see an old school Optimus and he looked like Optimus Prime, the fact that we got to see um, the the Decepticons the way that they were, the story play, how the Decepticons ended up getting destroyed, all that stuff. I mean, it was classic. Yeah, I mean, this was just a good idea. And we don't have a lot of actors in the story that are going to take away from He-Man. So even Idris Elba's character, and he's probably the most famous out of the people that are in there next to Jared Leto, they are supporting cast versus main cast. I mean, Jared Leto's still playing Skeletor, but I didn't even realize it was him, which is good because I mean, Jared Leto's a good actor, but I think he's been falling flat lately. So the fact that he's like behind a mask and all that stuff, I'm good with that. This Micron is a 02 that I'm working with. Okay, so I got that. And yeah, just a couple of little bits here and there. I feel like if I don't do it for him, I'm going to have to make up all the artwork when I do the ink or do the color, and I don't want to do that. I want to have him good looking before then. I'm just blocking out areas where I'm going to put the black ink. Okay. I'm going to make him extra shiny. So I'll do a little shine on him. That works. I think that's going to work. Okay. I'll come in here with my chisel tip and start going to work. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good movie season this year. We'll kind of see where things are going after the Super Bowl. I mean, they dropped the trailer for they dropped the trailer for the new Mall series, which is good. They dropped the trailer for Invincible season 4. I mean, yesterday was just like a banger of stuff. I mean, I've seen the trailer for Brand New Day, but still, seeing it again was really cool. No, this is just a chisel tip. That's just a chisel tip. That's what that number 2 is. You could use it for calligraphy. But I just use it because it just gives me a bigger bigger tip to work with. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see, like even though the trailer for Brand New Day got leaked out, I'm still trying to see if it's going to be the same one that got leaked. And then nobody has, to my knowledge, nobody's seen the trailer for Doomsday, but that's the one I'm really, really, really wanting to see because that'll help us kind of understand where they're going with things. I'm rooting for the new Supergirl trailer and Supergirl movie. I'm looking more forward to that than I was Superman. I love Marvel Zombies. However, this is my only thing I will literally give a criticism on. I don't like how it ended. Like it was a very abrupt stop. It was cool, but I was left like, where's the rest of this? it was it was probably their best animated one that they've had since What If season one. Now I haven't seen the Wakanda one yet, so I can't say that Wakanda's yet better. But as far as like the animated ones that I've seen, that one was top notch. And I didn't even want to see it. I was like, this is ridiculous. Why do I want to? I don't like zombies. I think the whole concept is boring. Yeah. Being able to see Blade in there, I was like, yes, game on. Let's go. That was so cool. But they actually made it like where everybody that died, it made sense. And that for me, when it comes to a zombie film, make me feel for the characters and then make everything just come together at the end. And they did all of that and then some. So I was extremely happy with that series. Even the Hulk thing, that was crazy good. The whole storm thing, they didn't waste anything. And that's the way that Marvel needs to go. Like if you're gonna go that route, make it make it worth it. And it was just a what if kind of story. It's nothing that tied in to anything. The only thing that was familiar were, the characters. So that was the only part that I felt worked. I felt like it had nothing to do with any of the stuff that was currently going on in the MCU, which for me, that's good. Because I feel when they do that kind of stuff, it messes up everything. Especially if people are not tying the things together properly. Okay. There we go. All right. I think Juggernaut is good to go for now. Oh, really? Very cool. Yeah, I never had a desire for Marvel Zombies. I know that they were trying to do a play off of the whole Walking Dead thing, but it's not for me. Give me something else. I'm good. I didn't like how they piggybacked off that, and that's why I was opposed to it because they were jumping on the bandwagon. I like Marvel, but don't do that. Be Marvel. Don't try to be somebody else. And they were. I mean, they can't deny it. They were trying to cash grab. But when it came to the actual, story and watching the show overall, very good. Not wasted. It was not a waste. However, I think they could have benefited from doing it as a weekly series versus dropping it all in one shot. Um, that's always been one of Marvel's best things when they did that, but yeah, they wasted it. Yeah. I'll send it to you. Let me pull that thing back out. Let me pull him back out. Where are you? You're at the top of this guy. So, where are you? There he is. In all his glory. I'm going to color him up today, get him done. Then I'll move on further in my list. My goal, I'm trying. I was supposed to be done with this week, but if I get it done by the end of January, I should be fine. I should be in real good shape. It's not hard. I mean, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people left on this. This is this sheet, and I'm going to print out my other sheets today, so I should be in good shape. Yep, I just wanted him to like glisten. Yeah, he definitely needed to have a little bit more pop to him, so that way when I throw in the browns and the skin tone pieces, he'll come together. Lots and lots of practice, my friend. Lots and lots of practice, but definitely not easy. But that's the part about having the plan in place. Like having those roughies done, that made my life way easier. Doing that blue line for him, a lot. I've drawn him a lot. But doing the blue line pieces, that makes life 20 times easier. You know, it took me less than 10 minutes to draw the blue line, and just a few minutes to do the black, the inks on it. Not bad. All right, Gabe, I got to get myself on the road. I'm actually about a half an hour behind schedule, so I got to get on the road. Well, thank you. No, I'm definitely not returning that. I'm definitely keeping it. You be blessed as well. And like I said, I'll be back up on Monday. So if you're on here, let's do it. You have a good one as well.